Hi, I'm Ryan Mansell with AmmoStacks, and I'm here to talk about AmmoStacks and why, and a little bit of the history behind it. So it started during COVID. During COVID, my main business was in the tank. We were not working at all for almost a year. So I found myself going and shooting a lot. I'd buy a couple thousand rounds at a time, and when I'd go out to the desert to shoot, I disliked taking the full 1,000+ rounds in my ammo can. I just found that things were falling off the table. I like organization, so I came back to my work and started printing out sleeves. We decided to go with the sleeve method and magnets so that we could get a really nice tight array. The closer you get them together, the harder it is to pull them apart or to pull the bullets out. Ours are a tight enough array where you could fit 500 in an ammo can. Federal boxes, they don't have a tight array, so they're easier to pluck the bullets when you're actually shooting, but you could store 6 of them in an ammo can. So you just either find yourself pouring them into an ammo can and not using the tray, or storing very few in an ammo can if you wanted to keep them in the ammo can. So again, the sleeve method with magnets allowed you to kind of separate them to allow you to take them, and once you were ready to shoot, open them up. So that quickly turned into, once you would load 600 rounds to take with you, okay, do you like hand loading all this loose ammo into the trays? And so the magnetic lid allowed you to kind of have all these that stack up, and you could then take them to the range, drop them in your bag, and you're ready to go. But the problem still is I'm hand loading each bullet into those trays. So I quickly decided, okay, this is not good. We need to come up with some sort of a method of getting the loose bullets into the trays. So we came up with the shaker tray. The shaker tray allows you to dump the loose ammo into the tray. You usually get a couple of them upside down. Anywhere from 0 to 5 is the typical. You put your tray down underneath it, slide out, and the ones that are upside down stand tall, so you're very easily able to grab them and flip them over. About 30 seconds to load 50 rounds into your trays. Another change also came when the expense of doing every single individual tray. And so these polycarbonate trays, especially because we are made in the USA, got very expensive very quickly. We decided at that point that if we come up with a reverse tray that is much more cost effective, then we're able to dump into the tray, then flip it over. Now you have the restack set that stacks the same way. Everything still loads and stacks the same exact way that it would with the regular original. You still have a strap for it, but the cost effectiveness of these is much better. You're able to then take the restack and push it right on top of your separator and still separate them out. Once you're done with that, you then do the same thing over and over again, allowing you to separate out and grab the bullets each time. Much easier than grabbing from a tight box, and then also allowing you to store more. The shaker tray allows you to load 6 sets, 300 rounds in 3 minutes. One of the other problems we saw was once you have the stacks kind of set up, and you either store them in the ammo can or you shake before you're ready to go, is now how do you get these to the range without them kind of opening up on you? So we decided to kind of come up with a strap, and the strap drops down on the table, You set the full stack on there, flip it over. If you have it close to where it needs to be, so you can add another 2 to 3 stacks on here because it is adjustable. Once you tighten it down, it cinches. A little extra Velcro strap just so that it makes sure it doesn't come apart. There's a little handle in there, so you can either take this as your bag or dump this into your bag ready to go to the range. So this is nice and secure, allows you to take this with you. One other thing that we are in the works of working on, we know a lot of reloaders who is wanting this product or who's buying this product. So we're really hoping to be able to launch a gauge block that will allow you to all at one time check the 50s. Now you take the restack set because you want the bullets aimed up, and then we're going to have a gauge block that will seat around that. Once you dump it upside down, now you're able to check your ammo to make sure that you're fully gauge blocked. Then right back into the restack. Looks like that one shouldn't go back in. And ready to go.